Hi, I'm Dan and I work at Sojourn Psychology and I help out here in the finance/accounting area. I also, in my past, I've worked up north in finance with First Nations, helping them with their finances, as well as in the bank. I worked there for about 25 plus years in various capacities, anywhere from full retail banking to business banking, agricultural banking, and so I have a little bit of background in finance. I'm also a CPA, and um, as mentioned, I work with the First Nations more in the management accounting/finance. So um, I've been asked today to talk to you about budgets and just I know it's a topic that's near and dear to everybody's heart, so I probably won't try to bore you to death. I will give you a few resources at the end of it and some suggestions to hopefully make it a little bit easier on you. So first off, time of day, do not start this process at 10 o'clock at night. That's not the best time, and if you're tired and you can't really focus, so wise decisions sometimes aren't made at that time. So pick a more suitable time. If there's other individuals involved, if your spouse is there, that's important. And anybody else who's contributing to the household income. You should all be sitting down together and to go through this process. So that's number one as a time of day. Number two is that you should be sitting down. This isn't something that you should be doing on the fly. It should take all your attention. And suggestion is that you also have a look at your bank statements, etc., credit card statements. Get everything all together so that you know exactly how much expenses you have in your household on a monthly basis. Now, if you're like a number of individuals out there, finances may be difficult with COVID. A lot of people have either had their jobs, they've lost their jobs, or else they've had to have their income reduced on their job either by way of hours or salary reduction. So you need to sit down and have a good look at your financial situation. Figure out your income and then also your expenses. I can't stress this enough, is once you've sat down and you've gone through everything, if you find that you're running into a bit of a shortfall, what you need to do is be proactive, get hold of your financial institutions, credit card companies, etc., and just explain to them the situation. They have a credit history with you. You've been a good client in the past, so maybe they'll allow you to do interest only for 2 or 3 months. And with the banks, they have options for your mortgages. If you're renting, have a chat with the landlord, tell them exactly what happened, and for 2 or 3 months, a lot of individuals as well as institutions out there are prepared to try and work with everybody to see them through. So that's the thing on budgeting. A couple of websites that I would really recommend to help you out with. There's a couple from the States, and the one is called Compass one.org. That's COMPASS, the number one.org. They have resources on site, as well as they have a radio program out of the States, but they answer questions related to finances, and a lot of the answers that they have are applicable no matter where, and there are Canadians that do phone into this radio program. It is a faith-based organization, so I just wanted to bring that up to you as well. The moderators' names are Rob West and Steve Moore, and they're also on Facebook and podcasts. If you know how to use that, that's great. If you're like me, you probably go to the website. there's that. Then I'm also subscribed to a blog, I guess, or email from a fellow called Carrick on Money, and he's a writer with the Globe and Mail. And so you can go on the Globe and Mail website, or just Carrick, Carrick on Money. Sign up for his email. It's I think a couple of times a week. He had an article on finances and budgeting, and he suggested a website called Razor Plan, razorplan.com/financial calculators / So they have budgets on there. They have other calculators on there. It's all free to use. Links and website will be at the bottom of this at the end of the presentation. And then the final one that I would suggest is an organization out of the States as well called crown.org. They have various resources, free resources. Some of their little studies or whatever are based on maybe $5 or something, and it's just to go through. They have budgeting, they have couples work on their finances, whether you're starting out, retirement, things like that. So have a look at their site, and also I believe they are a faith-based organization, so just an awareness. And so those are some suggestions, and hopefully this has been helpful. Thank you.